Afternoon, Emmaus 7-6 rock stars. This is lesson 56, and I'm actually going to do the lesson practice on the bottom of page 300. We went through it in class a little bit today, but I want to emphasize the butterfly method for you, show you that again. So if you want to use it in the future, you can show it to your parents, just tell them how cool it is and how much easier it is to add and subtract fractions if you want to. But anyway, this is on the bottom of the page of 300 in your book, lesson 56. Bottom of page 300. It says find each sum or difference. All right, so this one wants us to find the difference, which means we're subtracting. Now, normally, this is probably the way that your parents learn to do this. And we're going to do it both ways. So again, you can see, you can pick your best way. I'm saying that you guys don't have to do it this way, the hack that I'm going to show you again, but you can. And if you want to show your parents how easy it is, you can certainly do that. All right, so what we did, what your parents probably learned, and what you might have learned in an earlier class is to do it this way, right? So we want to rename these fractions, right? Notice that we can't subtract them because they don't have the same denominator, okay? So normally what we do is we try to find a common denominator. In other words, we're going to rename each of these fractions to have the same denominator, right? So this one has a 3, that one has a 2, so we can't subtract them, right? So we're going to find a common denominator. Well, hopefully you already found it in your brain. It's 6, right? Because 2 can go into 6 and 3 can go into 6. So I'm going to put a 6 here, and I'm going to put a 6 here, okay? So now we need to rename that 1/2 into 1/6. Well, 2 goes into 6 3 times, and then we multiply it times the numerator, which is 1, so that equals 3/6. So these two fractions, this one and this one, are exactly the same. They're just written different, right? All right, so now let's rewrite 2/3 into 6. So 3 goes into 6 2 times, and then we take that 2, we multiply it times the numerator. 2 times 2 is 4. So now they have the same denominator, so all we have to do is our denominator is going to stay the same. That's a 6. And all we have to do is take the 4 and subtract the 3, and we get 1/6, and that's our final answer, okay? So that if you learned it that way, that's fine. I'm just going to show you an alternate way that you can do it. You don't have to do it this way. I think this way is a little bit easier for me, especially when I can't find a common denominator, or if that one was pretty easy to find the common denominator. But if you get one like some of the ones that we're going to do, this butterfly method might be a little easier for you. And what's the butterfly method? All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write these two fractions down next to each other. So we're going to take 2/3 and we're going to subtract 1/2, right? So here's how the butterfly method works. And the reason we call it the butterfly method is because we're going to kind of draw a butterfly in order to do it. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to multiply 3 times 2, and that gives us a 6. Then we're going to multiply 2 times 2, and that gives us 4. And then we're going to multiply 3 times 1, and that gives us 3. And remember, we're subtracting, and 4 minus 3 equals 1/6, and we are doneski, right? So that's the butterfly method. If you find that easier, I think it's easier. For me, I wasn't always good at finding common denominators, believe it or not, even though I have a degree in math. I wasn't always this way. And my dad taught me this method a long time ago, and I kind of liked it. So hopefully it'll help you, and good luck on the homework. I'm going to go do number B, number C, number D, and number E, and I'm going to do them all with the butterfly method. Go on to the next video.